There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about it. Welcome. We are at Thunder Canyon Campground, Ider, Alabama. And why are we here? Why are we here? Well, that's because we watched something called the RV Odd Squad on YouTube for the last few years. And we watched John and Mercedes Condon. These folks are amazing, and they have basically been camping. Did 3 years worth of full-time camping, and then God drew them to a site where they could negotiate and buy a campground that needed everything. And I mean everything. So it was kind of fun when we got here. I could see everything that had been done. The blood, sweat, and tears over the last 3 years have been recorded very well on their podcast called the RV Odd Squad or the RV Odd Couple, depending on when you started tuning in. And it's exciting to see. I mean, it really is.
There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about it. These roads were muddy and a mess. John put them all in with hired contractors and himself, and then had dump trucks come in and drop stone. They got stuck in the mud. He helped get them out. Worked tirelessly for at least the last 2 years, tirelessly. But the result is beautiful. These sites are really wide and far spread out apart. This campground was let go and vacant for a long time, and they came in and brought power to it. They put sewage in there, they put electric in here, they've got water in here, and everything is fresh and clean, and it's just really nice. So I have no idea what is in Ider, Alabama. I can see some bamboo down there. That looks really cool. But there's a pond here. I know there's a baptismal pond. I know there's a long bunch of walking trails. And we have just arrived. So we've got a lot to explore and see. Wouldn't you say, Janet, there's a lot to explore and see here?
There's a lot to explore and see
Here
here.
we go. Let me get you on the camera again.
There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about it.
There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about that. You're so right about that. We're trying these little mini microphones. I got to get in the habit of saying that again. So, Janet, say it again.
There's a lot to explore and see here.
Well, what do they call this? Fellowship Hall? Yeah. And that's Mercedes in there, Janet. She's working.
He's working.
How about that? So, I saw them work on this thing in one of their episodes. This was pretty cool. This chicken house, or this chicken enclosure, has, I guess that's where they go up in the house, in the hen house there, and drop eggs. But they did this so they could slide it around the farm. They put the wood on the bottom.
And
they can.
There's a rooster.
Is that a rooster?
Well, yeah, these are roosters.
So they could travel around different areas when they need to clean this up, I guess. I'm not quite sure why.
There's a hair on this one, Dean.
They could slide it around. I'm coming.
Looks like it belongs at the Tennessee Valley Fair.
Which one? I wonder if she's become a chicken lady. Oh, goodness, yeah.
Look at the back of his hair. You belong at the fair, dude.
Or somewhere.
You got prettier hair than I do.
I think that's Don King chicken.
That is funny.
So they got a couple of these guys. Now that's pretty cool. They got wheels on them, so they just pick them up and roll them around.
Didn't they show us that?
No, they showed us this thing.
Maybe they showed us something that you can pick up and move.
This thing, this whole enclosure. See the wood on the bottom?
Yeah.
He puts his tractor on it, lifts it up, and then drags it around. And that's why he did that. It's like a big sled.
I'm thinking he's buying from rural kids. There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about that. So here's the newer sites, I think, that are all side by side.
Told me she likes the older section better.
Yeah. Yep. Now we're coming up on the garden. Please do not pick the fruits of our labor.
They got an operation going, don't they?
What are those peppers? They look nice. See them?
Yeah.
Holy moly. Yeah, they're growing some food here, aren't they? Those flowers, what are they, Janet?
Marigolds.
Well, that's what I thought, but why would you grow marigolds?
You can eat marigolds.
If you say so. What's that, Janet? What kind of a... Is that a squash or something?
That could be squash.
Huh?
That could be squash.
It could be. What is it? It's round. It's not squash.
Maybe... Well,
Maybe the watermelon.
watermelon. That's watermelon.
Okay.
Which I understand is pretty easy to grow. There's a fancy
This must be beans here.
irrigation system here.
Yep.
Tomatoes.
Those are tomatoes. You don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? You can say tomato, I say tomato. Janet, what did you just say to me about going to Walmart in Fort Payne?
I like to go to different Walmarts.
Why?
Because I like to see them. There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about that.
Different everywhere you go.
They're different. They're so different, folks. Look. Have you ever seen a Walmart parking lot? Looks just like this. They're all so different. It's so different. They all are so different. None of them have this trash can in the lobby, or the soda machines over here, or the pumpkins in the center aisle. I've never seen a Walmart so different, Janet. I'm glad that we came all the way to Fort Wayne.
Fort Payne.
It's exciting. Janet said she couldn't wait to see what this one was like because they're all so different. And I just thought that was funny. Would you not say this? What's so different today, Janet? What's different about this Walmart? Tell me.
I haven't gotten to the clothing section.
The clothing section, yes, that will be different. They'll have a variety of pink sweatpants instead of blue sweatpants. T-shirts that have Fort Payne on them instead of Knoxville on them, maybe something like that. Would that be the difference? Anyway, folks, welcome to my life. I'm back at Walmart again.
Fun making fun of me?
I am. It's wonderful.
I'm glad. There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about it. Janet, we're really camping today, and today we're actually hiking, aren't we? What?
Four-letter word.
Hike. Four-letter word, yes. And we're at DeSoto Falls. DeSoto Falls. Right now, I don't want to fall down that mountain. That's insane. This is pretty wild. I'm holding on to a tree so I can show you this little cliff that we're looking at. So check out this trail is so rocky. When we walk in Laurel Falls, Janet, we're walking in Gatlinburg. It's typically dirt, maybe tree, but never this much rock. This is really crazy.
This just goes with the theme of this weekend.
Yeah.
Alabama is a very strange place.
Look at you go. See that?
There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about it. Hello, and welcome to my home, my Greek home, the Greek Parthenon for me, the Portugal's home. You'll see my beautiful home. It is Greek. I'll show you in just a minute. You'll see when you're Greek, you have a beautiful, beautiful lighting, big porches with lots of details, and there's a lovely gate which you come in from the street, and I don't know why. And of course, you got this statue right in the center. This is the Greek heaven in Alabama, and I hope you enjoy my Greek home with all the beautiful white fencing. And in Alabama, we must have additional outbuildings. It is Greek, and I hope you enjoy it.
There's a lot to explore and see here.
You're right about it.